Please turn to page 59 for the Scope and Sequence chapter. When planning instruction for the different color reading levels in this kit, the Scope and Sequence charts are utilized to begin the process. On pages 60 and 61 are the Scope and Sequence chart. Blackline Masters are on pages 62-63. Duplicate those pages back to back for easy reference. Notice the charts are organized by color groups: red, orange, yellow, green, blue. And then underneath each of the color group headings is the number of weeks to complete each book and the number of weeks to complete the entire level. For example, at the red level, 5 days are required for each of the books, 1, 2, and 3, which means the red level will take a total of 3 weeks to complete. While at the orange level, notice 10 days is required for each of these books, 4, 5, and 6, meaning that each book requires 2 weeks, hence 6 weeks to complete the entire orange level. And that continues on. You can see that the yellow level is again at the 10-day schedule, 2 weeks per book, so it takes 12 weeks. The green level, now, because we're later in the program, only is requiring 5 days per book, so it takes 6 weeks to complete these 6 books here. And then over here we have the blue level, which has 8 books, 5 days per book, so it would take 8 weeks to complete this level. Not only is the book number displayed, but also the title of the books, as well as the portfolio. And there's even a picture of what the portfolio looks like. Additionally, a breakdown of what sight words are taught and what letters are taught for each book are detailed out. If you jump to book 8 at the yellow level, you will see that the sight word is my, the letter that you're focusing on is H, the book title is I See Sam, and then you will be working in this yellow level portfolio on pages 14 through 26. And finally, at the bottom of every one of these sections, you will see that they give the page numbers in the student's portfolio where you would find the end of level assessment. This is what you're going to use when you are planning all of your different reading groups. So how do you use this chart? Let's say you have students who are reading at the orange level. You go to your Scope and Sequence chart and identify what decodable readers and student portfolio are at the orange level. So immediately you know I'm working on books 4 through 5, and this is my portfolio. All the Blackline Masters for each one of these color levels are in file folders. So that means I grab the orange file folder, and inside are the Blackline Masters for the orange readers, the decodable books, and the Blackline Masters to make the student portfolios at this orange level. I duplicate the portfolios and the student books so that each student is provided these materials. So I've prepared the materials for the students, and now I have to start planning their instruction. On the Scope and Sequence, it identifies what type of schedule I need to use when planning, and that is the 2-week schedule. I'm starting off when I teach the orange level with book 4, and I identify the sight word like and the letter T and the book TAM that I will be working on during this 2-week schedule, as well as portfolio pages 1 through 13. In these portfolio pages, the students will be learning the letters, sight words, and blending necessary to read this book, TAM. Finally, at the bottom of the orange section, when I'm finished with all of these books over that 6-week period, I know that these are the pages in the student portfolio I will go to for the end of level assessment. This chapter focused on the Scope and Sequence chart used to identify what skills and materials are needed to teach each of the different reading color levels. In the next chapter, you will plan your instruction in a 1 or 2 week cycle depending on the color group. So now that we know what skills we have, let's go look at how we put them together in one of these schedules.